Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching more details. 90-Day Fiancé's Sophie Sierra exposes heartbreaking reason she left Rob Warne after announcing life-changing decision about moving to London. 90-Day. The Last Resort star Sophie Sierra is making some shocking accusations on Instagram against Rob Warne, claiming that he allegedly cheated on her and was allegedly abusive in their short-lived marriage. Sophie from the UK connected with Rob on Instagram after coming across his profile on a page for mixed-race models. Being half Jamaican and half British herself, Sophie found herself attracted to Rob. Sophie forgave Rob when he online cheated on her during their long-distance relationship. After marrying Rob on 90-Day Fiancé Season 10, Sophie walked out of their apartment when they moved to Austin. Sophie took to Instagram via Moving Mad to post a screenshot of Rob's Bumble profile, which she allegedly found him on the app while literally at a marriage retreat when they filmed The Last Resort Season 2. She proceeded to share a zoomed-in picture of her right eye with a bruised eyebrow and added, "Here is the real reason I first left when he pushed me into a table." Sophie claimed Rob allegedly did it because she was trying to break up with him after being scared of him. She claimed she still had a scar from the stitches. In her next story, Sophie posted a video showing Rob throwing something at her. She accused Rob of throwing whatever little belongings she had as an immigrant in the trash. Bakai left makeup out while getting ready. Sophie claimed Rob wouldn't buy her food or clothes, and she had to beg for basic needs. A different video was of Rob allegedly throwing Sophie's table and belongings in the trash. Sophie also posted and deleted a story claiming that Rob is in the closet and that he was seemingly involved with another man when he was together with Sophie. Sophie accused Rob of allegedly cheating on her on 90-Day, The Last Resort Season 2, Episode 11. She said that she'd seen Rob texting other women and had found out that he was on dating apps. Sophie commented that Rob did not intend to fix their relationship on the show, but was treating it like a vacation. She blamed him for not trying and making it appear as if he was sad that she had moved out. Sophie had presented Rob with proof of him using dating apps. However, Rob claimed they were 2-year-old profiles. As per Rob, he used the apps only when he and Sophie had taken a break, because Sophie had supposedly allowed him to be single. Sophie denied it, but Rob had shown a text from his wife as proof. Sophie seems to be wanting to clear things up on social media ahead of the next episode on Monday night. A video showing Rob allegedly threatening to hurt her and break her phone was posted by Sophie's mom, Claire Cheshire, in May 2024. However, Sophie had instead said that her mother was trying to blackmail her instead of protecting her. Sophie is now using the same videos to prove that Rob was allegedly abusive towards her. She's also claiming that Rob was intimate with a man, and that his allegedly having sex with any gender counted as cheating. This was again something that Sophie never spoke about on the show. Sophie says that she was protecting Rob, but has requested 90-Day. The Last Resort viewers not to bash him because she just wanted to speak the truth after years of being silenced. Sophie Sierra, a beloved figure on 90-Day Fiancé, shocked fans when she made the difficult decision to leave her partner, Rob Warne, shortly after announcing a life-changing move to London. While their relationship had sparked intrigue and hope for many viewers, Sophie's decision to part ways with Rob and head to the UK was far from easy. In a heartfelt interview, she opened up about the emotional and heartbreaking reasons behind her choice, explaining that the challenges they faced were deeper than fans could have imagined. Sophie's journey on 90-Day Fiancé had already been fraught with ups and downs. The couple had initially captivated audiences with their undeniable chemistry, but as the season progressed, it became clear that their connection was not without its complications. While Rob's quirky sense of humor and affectionate demeanor had initially won Sophie over, there were cracks beneath the surface that would eventually threaten the relationship's foundation. The decision to leave Rob came after a period of soul-searching for Sophie. She shared that moving to London, a city she had always dreamed of living in, was a significant opportunity for personal growth and new beginnings. The bustling metropolis represented not just a physical move, but a symbolic one as well. Sophie explained that she had long felt a pull towards the UK, where she could explore new professional opportunities, develop her passion for the arts, and reconnect with her roots. London, with its diverse culture, rich history, and endless potential, offered everything she had been yearning for. However, Sophie revealed that her decision to leave Rob was not based solely on her desire to move to London. While she had deep affection for him, the relationship had become increasingly strained. The couple had been facing a series of emotional hurdles that neither could overcome. Sophie spoke candidly about the growing distance between them, not just physically but emotionally as well. She explained that despite their best efforts to communicate, there were fundamental differences in their values and life goals that were becoming more apparent with each passing day. Sophie confessed that she had tried to ignore these differences for as long as possible. At first, she had hoped that with time, the issues would resolve themselves or that she could learn to compromise. However, as the months went on, it became clear that they were on different paths, and the love that once felt so vibrant began to fade. The decision to move to London was, in many ways, a culmination of this realization. Sophie admitted that staying in the relationship would have meant sacrificing her dreams and suppressing her own growth for the sake of someone else. She couldn't continue to live in a way that felt stifling and untrue to herself. The emotional toll of the decision weighed heavily on Sophie. In her interview, she shared that leaving Rob was one of the hardest things she had ever done. They had built a life together, and their shared experiences on the show had created a deep emotional bond. However, Sophie's heart knew that her happiness and fulfillment could not be tied to someone else's journey. She emphasized that her decision was not a reflection of Rob's character, but rather a recognition that they were no longer aligned in their individual aspirations. Throughout their time on 90 Day Fiancé, Sophie had always been a woman of conviction, someone who pursued her passions with a sense of purpose. Moving to London was the manifestation of that drive, a chance for her to carve out a new chapter in her life. She admitted that the process was daunting, filled with uncertainty and fear of the unknown, but it also ignited a sense of excitement and possibility. Sophie was determined to embrace the challenges ahead and build a future where she could thrive on her own terms. In the weeks following her announcement, Sophie was met with an outpouring of support from fans who admired her honesty and courage. Many viewers praised her for choosing to prioritize her own growth and well-being, even though it meant making a painful decision. Some fans, however, expressed concern about Rob's reaction and wondered if he would be able to cope with a sudden breakup. Sophie acknowledged that Rob had been hurt by her decision, but she assured fans that it was not an easy choice for either of them. She hoped that, in time, both she and Rob would find healing and move forward in a way that was healthy for them individually. The heartbreak of the situation was not lost on Sophie. She had shared some of her most vulnerable moments with Rob on national television, and their split left a bittersweet mark on her journey. However, she was resolute in her belief that this was the right path for her. Sophie also noted that relationships, no matter how meaningful, sometimes have an expiration date, and not every love story is meant to last forever. This realization was a painful but necessary part of her personal growth. As Sophie prepared for her move to London, she was determined to take control of her narrative. She was excited to pursue her passions, create new connections, and continue to explore the world on her own terms. Her decision to leave Rob, while heartbreaking, was ultimately an act of self-love and empowerment. Sophie recognized that in order to build the life she wanted, she had to let go of what no longer served her, no matter how difficult that might be. In the aftermath of her announcement, Sophie continued to share her journey with her fans, keeping them updated on her life in London. While the transition was undoubtedly challenging, Sophie remained optimistic and hopeful for the future. She believed that her experience would serve as a reminder to others that sometimes the hardest decisions lead to the most rewarding outcomes.